Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav Dave. Today I am going to explain my project which is based on Excel filtering. It is basically a categorization system. Let me show you the PDF. So the title is Student Categorization System. The problem statement is to develop a system to categorize students based on their completion of internships and courses. Alright. So basically what we are going to do is we want to categorize students based on their internship, whether it is paid or whether it is unpaid or whether they have done course or they have done nothing. In this project, the technologies I have used is HTML, CSS, Python, and Flask. Let me give you the brief introduction why I have used these languages. So basically for the front end, I have used HTML and CSS as we all. For my Python logic, I have used Python. Certain libraries like pandas and all I have used. But to connect them, I wanted some web framework. So I have used Flask. Some of you might have heard it. This is the overview of my project basically. So let's dive into the code, and first of all, let's see what my project is doing. So these are all the files which I have used. Static templates upload. First of all, let's just run it, whether it is working or not. Python app.py. We are running it on a development server, so that's why this warning is generated. It is basically from the Flask which we are using. We'll follow this link. It will connect us to the front end of our project. This is the front end of our project. It is running on local host on port number 5000. When we hover here, we can see the format which we have to upload the file in. Here we can upload the file using our local storage. This is the Google form which I provided so that a new student can also input their details. So let me just give you an example. This is the file I have chosen. I'll upload this, and this categorized student file is downloaded directly to my computer. I just open it. Here are all the details. You can see here, this is internship done, internships not done, stipend received, stipend not received. And it is the statistics. So basically what it is telling is how many total number of students were there, how many of them done any internship, how many of them has not done any internship, stipend received and no stipend. So this is the input and output of my project. Now let's dive into the code of this project. We'll just go to VS Code. Yeah, here you can see, let's come to this later. We have made different folders. For the template, we have used HTML.html, one.html. So basically in template folders, we will put all the HTML files which we are using in our project. For its CSS, we will put that in static folder. We will connect both of them using this script. Sorry, this URL for static file name is equal to one.css. It can be found here, right? This is the HTML of our project, which we can see here. front end, and the CSS also. This is the CSS of our project. Now, what is that upload for? We'll talk about this later. First of all, will see what is it app.py. So let's go through line by line. Here, from the first line, from Flask import, Flask render template, request, redirect, send file. So what are all those things? From Flask. Basically, Flask is a library which we are using in our project. Import. We are importing some functions and some utilities from Flask, like Flask, render template, request, redirect, and send file. Now let's talk about how to install these libraries. I have made a separate PDF in which I am explaining how to install various libraries, in which I am discussing about pandas, Flask, and OpenPyXL which I have used, and what are the prerequisites if you want to download these libraries. So for libraries like pandas, Flask, and OpenPyXL, we have to write a command on the command line: pip install pandas, pip install Flask, and pip install OpenPyXL. But if you don't already have Python installed in your system, then you have to go to this link and you have to download it first. Same in the case of PIP, you have to follow the instructions and download the PIP command. Once you have downloaded it, you can check by running it on the command prompt. You have to write Python hyphen hyphen version. You'll get to see the version of your Python. And same we can do at the PIP. By this you can check whether it is installed or not. Flask is the main class, right? Render template is used for HTML for front end. Request is used to take input of the forms. Like here, we are taking input, choose file and upload. So request is used for that. Redirect is used to go on other web pages. Like what it will do after I'll upload the Excel file. Send file is used for download purpose. Like we are directly downloading it into our PC, so send file is used for that. We'll cover it later. Import pandas as pandas is a library, as we all know. It is a famous library which is used for data manipulation. Here we are using it for categorization. Import OS. When we upload when we upload a file, we are using OS to redirect it and to save it. Right. Import RE. RE is basically used for let me explain this later. Just here. And this from openpyxl.utils. It is used for the column width, basically. It is not that important actually. So on the eighth line, we are using a function called sanitize sheet. So why we have to sanitize it, and what if we don't sanitize it? So basically, sanitization means कि whenever we are uploading a file, here whenever I am uploading a file, in this file, if it contains any curly braces, let me just remove all of this. So if my file contains backslash slash star or square brackets question mark, these are unacceptable. That's why what we are going to do is we will convert this into underscores. This will help us. This will help us to remove invalid characters. These are all the invalid characters. brackets. We are removing it and we are replacing it with underscores. Right. Here app is equal to flask dot name. Here we are using this Flask utilities main class and we are initializing it. We are making an instance of it, right? App root slash load file. Here we are uploading our HTML. What is this upload file means? Okay, so this whole function is used to render the template of HTML. The front end which we are seeing here, it is generating by this app.root is a function which is used to display the HTML files. This is the upload file, which a function which returns the template one.html. We can change it here, and we'll see the other file which here there is an index.html. So if I choose index.html, it will render the template of index.html. The other function is app.root upload. So this method generally used for the files which we are uploading. Here, like we are uploading the Excel file. So for the post method, actually, it is used for the form submission. And here it is processing the file which we have uploaded. If file not is request.files. If it does not, if request.file does not contains your file, then it will return no file part. If it is found, it will just assign file into your actual file. Other line, if file.file name is null, here it is blank or it does not found, so no selected file. Or if we have selected it, then we'll see this code, which is generally we are using to filter the data in the Excel sheet, right? The file to save the uploaded file, we have to save the file to somewhere so that we can do the processing in it and we can do the categorization in it. So here we'll use the OS which we have imported earlier in the third line. So file path is equal to os.path.join uploads dot file dot file. Here uploads mean the content which we are uploading. File dot save file path. Here this will save the file at some location for the categorization purpose. They read the Excel file. So what is PD? df is a variable which we are using. What is PD? Earlier, when we imported pandas, we are using it as PD. We can assign any library a small name so it is easier for us to understand and to use it in our code. So df is equal to pd.readExcel. ReadExcel means the data. It loads the Excel data into a data frame, pandas data. So pd.readExcel file path. File path is the path which we have saved the file in. Right. Convert relevant columns to lower for case insensitive comparison. So why we are doing here? What if I have written small h instead of bigger h? It would have given me an error, right? So what we have done is we have used a function, string function, which is generally used for converting a capital letter into a small letter. So that's what we are doing in both the 32nd, 33rd line. Here you can see this. Now our first filter. Let us see the Excel file. Here it is showing internships done. Here, internship done. DM. We are saving the have you done an internship? Equal to yes. If yes, then it will save the data in this. You can see this. Have you done an internship? Yes. Have you done an internship? Yes. Then it will store the data in internship D. Done. Have you done an internship? No. Then it will store the data in internship not done. Like here. Internship not done. No, no, no. Right? Okay. The other filter is stipend received and no stipend received. So you can see this stipend received, no stipend received. Okay. Stipend received is equal to internship done. So the students who are doing internships will receive any stipend. Simple. Students who does not, who, sorry, the student who didn't do an internship will not receive any stipend. It's simple. So stipend received is equal to internship done. Internship done. Have you done an internship? Have you got any stipend during the internship? Yes. So all the students who have got any stipend will be displayed here. Have you got any stipend? Yes. Have you got any stipend? Okay, good. No stipend. For the fifth sheet, the statistics sheet, we have used some functions. Total students is equal to length of DF. What is DF? DF, earlier we have read the Excel file. So we are using this DF here. Total student is equal to length. So what it will do, it will basically all the DFs, how many of them? For this, we'll have to see the original file actually. For the original file here. This is the original file here on the first index here. It is the column name. So we'll start from second, and the total indexes are 75. So it is 74 because of the first. So total there are 74 indexes. We are counting from here to 74. So that's why in the statistics, the total students are 74. Internships done are 70. Total students are 74. Length of DM, right? Total internships done is equal to length of internship. This one. Yes and no. So here length of internship done. Here it is 70. We can just write here. Here it is 74. Not done. 4. Obviously. No, actually, my bad. We have to use hashtags. Right. 74 total stipend received. So the students who have received the stipend will come here. Stipend received is equal to 55. Here you can see all those students list. 56 and one is the column name, so 55. And the rest of them does not get any stipend during their internship. You can also see this here. How many of them? 13 minus 1. You can also check in statistics too. Again, I use this. Okay. So how is this possible? Here it is 74, here it is 70, say 4. In those 70, we'll have 55 and 12. The total is 67. But in your data, there are some inconsistency. That's why it is showing. Let me just no step is equal to 12. So there should be people who are these are all the people who have done internship but did not get any stipend. Okay, so basically it is just because of the inconsistency in the data. Some student may have submitted no, and then they have submitted yeah. I get that. Someone there with no serious. Here for have you done an internship? It is saying no. But here, have you got any stipend? Yes. Stipend amount? This. That's why there is inconsistency in the results. Otherwise, this is just the same. So we'll have to create a data frame for statistics. Stats data is equal to here is the list for statistics. The total student 74, internship done, total students, internship done, internship not done, stipend received, no stipend. Here is the count. Here we are using these values. Total students 74, 74, 55. Okay. Now the last part of our project is writing the data for the output, the downloaded file which we are getting. For this, we are using OpenPyXL engine. Output file name is here. We can change the file name, so the file name will be changed here from categorized student something something. Okay. With pd.pd is the pandas library. Here is the Excel writer. We are writing the output file path as writer. Internship done to PDF. We are making sheets basically. There were 5 sheets, right? One, two, three, four, five. Here we are making the 5 sheets. These are all the 5 sheets. Y index is equal to false because we just do not want an index. We are writing our internship data like internship done data, internship not done data, stipend received data, no stipend received data, and statistics into these sheets. We can change the name here of our sheets. Okay, sheet name writer. We are writing. This is sheet name and index will be false. The format is same for all the sheets. This is the column with which I don't think is necessary, but just to make it look good, like if it is this month, then this timestamp will hashed, right? So we and this one more thing was doing the same thing. This I guess date and time is hashed. So for setting a particular column width, we are using this code. You can search it anywhere. You can get this code. This is the code which is used for downloading the Excel file automatically. Send the categorized file back to the return send file. Earlier we have seen we are importing this from Flask. This is send file. We are sending file to the user for downloading purposes. Output file path as attachment is equal to true. File path is already the download folder. Here, when I downloaded it, it all goes to the folder download folder. This is default for any computer. In last, if name is equal to main, app dot is equal to. This is the function which is used to run the Flask application. But this is the code which is used to run the Flask application. So this was all it. This was all from the Flask, our backend logic. For our front end, you can see we use HTML, HTML doctype, language English, UTF-8. We have linked it from the UI. Sure. If the CSS file would have been in the same folder, we will not have to do these much things. We'll just write this code style.css and it would run. Right, but just because it is in a different folder, we have to write this whole line. Here, h is equal to URL for static file name is equal to 11.css. Static is the folder. This is the folder. File name is equal to 11.css. This is 11.css. Okay. What happened? This is the CSS which I have wrote. These are the images which I have used. This image is the background image of a project. You can see here. I have used a hover image just to show that this format is required to run the application. Okay, this text I have used the gradient text. This is the CSS. Okay. This is the warning hover image. This is the warning image. Now I'll show you what happens if file is not uploaded with the same format. This error occurs. I have not done error handling yet. I'll do that in future. But yeah, this was all from my side. We should run this. So this was all from my side. And if you want to run this on a particular server or network without going to the terminal and on the local host, you can also use Netlify or Vercel, which are very good. Uh, we can use Netlify, we can use Vercel. I have done a project in which we have used Vercel and we had deployed it on it, and still it is working, right? You can also find this code on my GitHub profile. I'll show you my GitHub profile as well. Okay. Here, okay, I'll have to sign in first. I guess my GitHub profile is this. This is zero. Right. In a good manner. This is my GitHub profile. You can find this code on the GitHub profile. So that's it from my side. If any constructive criticism and appreciation are welcome. Thank you.